So I don't normally, brothers, just take a nice deep breath in from the belly. Hold it. I'm gonna start this video off like this. A wise man once said, I don't wish death on anybody, but every once in a while is a good funeral to go to. So I'm getting on Charlie Kirk and how I really feel about him. And for some reason, I feel like people do want my beauty mark. I feel like some people probably do want to know how I feel about it. I don't care. Like, I could care less. He was arrogant, ignorant, offensive to people all around the country. And I put it in terms like this earlier. Terms just like this. Steve Irwin, for example. Everybody loves Steve Irwin. Not everybody liked Charlie Kirk. But everybody loves Steve Irwin. But Steve Irwin would mess with animals all day, man. Dangerous animals that could easily kill him. And he thought he was immune from these animals, right? Now, Charlie Kirk, he was an individual, but he wasn't messing with animals. And it's funny, I saw this woman throwing a temper tantrum saying, "You animals, no, you're messing with human emotion. When you mess with human emotion, you're gonna pay a consequence." When I say mess with human emotion, I watched one video of him. I didn't even know who he was. True story. I actually didn't know who he was, but when I saw a picture of him, I'm like, I remember him. And about a year to a year and a half ago, I saw a video of him, and he was stating in the video, he just was acting like he was above and beyond everybody else, and he was just acting like he would speak over people. He was just acting like a prick, and I was like, I just turned it off. I was like, I don't even want to listen to this. I think it was a short on YouTube or something. And then I saw he was shot, right? His last words were something about, I don't know his last words, but there was a question that was asked about violence. And the question was answered with violence. A question was asked about violence, and the answer was with the use of like a force, violence. And that's the truth. To dig even further down, not a rabbit hole, but what actually happened, it's going to make an impact on people's lives for a long time, because the agenda that he was pushing, so many people, I don't agree. I'm a Republican. And I'm just going to use my freedom of speech. I didn't like the guy after the way I saw he spoke to people. So I don't really care if he died. I'm not praying for his family. People die every day in the United States. I really didn't know him or anything about him. So I don't care. And that's my thoughts on that. But however, I think that you're going to see a profound change, because when you bring, and I'm going to say this is my opinion, he brought hate speech to the table, literally to the table. I saw him do it. I looked over videos today, and he brought hate speech to the table. And he was so quick to jump to his own inference, which I thought was so interesting. You could ask him a question, he wouldn't hesitate to ask. For example, what the fuck is it? Excuse my language. What is his name? That guy. What is his name? I don't know. They call him misogynistic or whatever. Tate. I actually really think Andrew Tate's a pretty cool cat. But he seems to not. Anyways, he thinks that his belief is similar to, I don't know, based on what I noticed. Anyhow, point is this. If you say negative things to crowds of people, for example, David Chappelle, he gets off on talking shit to people, right? Well, some people take it really personally, obviously, if you haven't noticed. my point is this: like, if you are going to, and so I was going back to Steve Irwin. Everybody loves Steve Irwin, and what happened to him was very unfortunate. But what happened to him is he got stung in the heart with a stingray, by a stingray. And here's the reference: he was messing with animals. Again, I'm going to state this again, with his entire life. Again, I'm stating this, but this man is messing with people's minds and trying to impose a belief, almost like, and he said it, and he did state one thing, and I hope you've watched it this far. He said people need to die from gun violence so we know to be protected by guns, or something of that state of mind that he was in. And he manifested his own destiny. I'll state it again. He manifested his own destiny through his thoughts. His pattern of thoughts manifested his destiny. Think about it. I'm not setting out prayers for him because I don't even know who he is. And I don't really care to know who he is. I just know this: don't bring hate speech. I know better than to do that. I wouldn't even do that. Because you know what? I have a lot of love in my heart. But when I see people saying hate speech, like, I wouldn't never do anything violent. But I know people will. And the writing's on the wall. So, peace be with you and also with you.